Hello, comadres, and welcome to the Moon Report. My name is Marlene. I am the modern mystic and your resident moon goddess. Thank you so much for sharing space with me as always. And for you new comadres that may be at the Moon Report, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here twice a month, new moon and full moon, sharing moon magic, sharing my wisdom, sharing the wisdom of the stars, and any tips and rituals that can help us navigate these moons, navigate this intense energy that particularly right now we are going through. So let's jump right in. We are in an eclipse season and we're about to end that season through this new moon tomorrow. For us, Eastern Standard Time, it's about 2:30 in the morning. And we're going to be feeling this total solar eclipse new moon in Sagittarius if you are not already. I know I am, and it comes with a lot of chaotic energy, these eclipses. But there is some things for us to think about. And even if we're laying low right now and we're kind of riding through these eclipse energies, we can begin to, dream. We can begin to see or have a vision of what is being shown to us right now and where we are at. This Sagittarius new moon is happening at 14 degrees. And it is a total solar eclipse, like I said, but a cycle that is ending. This is a cycle that is coming to an end and a new beginning is being shown to us. We are being asked to look at something new. We are being asked to acknowledge everything that we have gathered, to acknowledge whatever wisdom we have obtained to this time, whatever knowledge and work that we have bestowed on ourselves and in our surroundings, and to really, really trust in that. To trust in who we are. And even if the outcomes of things are not being shown exactly like you thought they were, have trust in all the work that you have put in so far. Because we are being asked to stay open, to be flexible. This is mutable energy with Sagittarius. So this is about change and being able to accept change and move with change. So there's a lot of Sagittarian vibes being highlighted here with accepting who we are, where we are, and meeting ourselves there. And Sag is all about accepting that person that we have become, that wisdom that we have gathered. And we also have Mercury in Sagittarius right now. And Mercury in Sagittarius is really not happy there. It's in its detriment, what they call its detriment. So it means that it's not in its full capacity. It's not in its full strength. And here, Mercury, instead of being focused on the details, is focused on the big picture. And that's why Mercury is kind of like, missing the details right now. So some of us may be feeling a little bit lost. Maybe feeling like we're not seeing everything right now. So this is again where I remind you about that trust. Having trust in who you are and that things are unfolding in the way that is best for you. Because you have put in the work, because you know what you have gathered. And you're now being asked to really have confidence in that. So there's a few things that Mercury is giving us, and that's like basically letting us know, look, I'm not on my A game right now, so do not get caught up on the details. Do not get locked up on the details because we'll miss something. And if there's high expectations or too many restrictions on the outcome of things, then you're going to be disappointed. Remain flexible. Remain open to what's being shown to you. And don't be overly optimistic. One of the things with Sagittarius is that we can get overly optimistic. Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign. And it's mutable, like I mentioned, so it changes and it goes fast and it's adventurous and it's always moving till its next adventure. And it's great in that way. And we are being asked to look at things in a new way, as a new adventure. But if they don't look exactly like we expected, it's okay too. And this is where we may be getting caught up in the details. So we're being asked to look at the big picture, focus on the next adventure, focus on inspiration rather than how everything's going to get done, how the details are going to work out, because we may not see that right now. That may be something that is not available to us during this time. And next week, I feel like things are going to be a lot more clear. So if you're thinking of doing any new moon rituals or anything, wait until next week. Wait until the fog to settle. Wait until the eclipse time passes, where there is intensity, there is friction, and there is high energy. And maybe right now we just need to take care of ourselves as we continue to envision, as we continue to look forward into the new way that we are being shown. What is the new way that you're being shown? Are you ready to attract in what you want, what you desire? And maybe that's what needs to be the focus right now. Are you ready? Instead of, let's do it, let's get it done, let's move into it, let's take action. Maybe it's this eclipse season, and instead of looking at it as extreme chaos, maybe it's giving us a message of, yeah, it's a chaotic time, but how are you responding to it? Are you staying still? Are you giving yourself a gap, a break, so that you look at that greater vision and see something that you may have missed before? Talking about seeing things that you may have missed, the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, and it is in Aquarius right now. And where the message that Jupiter is giving us with this new moon is that doors are opening and there's future possibilities. But you may have not seen it in this way before. And this is where I remind you again that mutable energy is about change. Be willing to change. Be willing to see things differently. Be willing to let go if something is not looking like it's going in the direction that feels good to you, that you desire. And don't get caught up in the details of, oh, but I've been doing it so long, or, oh, but I've been working on it for so long, or, oh, that's my baby. Well, sometimes things need to morph, they need to change. And we're just now being shown things in a new way. So give yourself some grace if you didn't see it that way before. And also allow yourself to see the new doors of opportunity that are being opened to you. Because there's something that's being shown in a way of trust yourself rather than what you're seeing in front of you. Trust that you have put your intentions out there and that you have moved in the direction that your heart has told you, that your intuition has told you. So that when you're not seeing things the way you expected it, you can fall back into that faith in yourself. So don't ignore these new possibilities. Don't get stuck in how you saw it. There's a sextile to Saturn that Jupiter is having, and in this capacity, Saturn is telling you, trust yourself. Say to yourself, this is who I am. And even if that looks different than what I expected that to be, this is who I am. And it is important to acknowledge everything that I have done to get myself to this point. So it really is a celebratory kind of energy that's hiding under all of this like crazy chaotic, eclipsey kind of energy, but it's there and it's available to you if you can stay open, if you can expand and widen your vision. So one more aspect that I want to talk about is Venus conjunct Pluto. And that's happening in Capricorn. And most of December, there is going to be this conjunction between Venus, and then Venus is going to go stationary and is going to begin to go retrograde. So right now, she is being tested. She's being tested in a shadow, deep way, where deep, deep stories and deep narratives are being changed around what it is that you value at this time and what is your priority. And she gets uncomfortable when she's in these deep kind of places sometimes, because she loves to be in beauty and flighty and you know, in the arts and in music. And when she's asked to go with Pluto, the god of the underworld, to learn the deep lessons around the stories that you're telling yourself, it's time to dismantle this. Some aspect of this story is being dismantled, and there's power here. So wherever you're being shown some kind of darkness or some kind of deep shadow around the areas of your values or your surroundings, take this time to go inward. We're coming off of this dark moon just now. The new moon is happening tomorrow. So it's serendipitous, I think, that I'm talking to you early this time, because take your time right now to get real vulnerable about the parts of yourself that you need to get real. And allow yourself to go there. And coming off of this dark moon, we're being asked to rest in that, with the knowing that you have done the work, with the trust that you have put all the things in place to get you to the place that you are right now and this moment, here and now. So with Sagittarius, Sagittarius is asking you trust. Trust in you, trust in the self. So if you take anything from this, take that. Because sometimes it's faith that we have to see things in a new way, and then allow ourselves to get in alignment with that, even though it feels different, even though we may be uncertain. Uncertainty is not evidence that the universe doesn't have your back. Uncertainty is part of the mystery. It's part of where that faith comes in yourself and something greater than you. And that is what Sagittarius is here to remind you. And with this solar eclipse, it's about big shifts and big changes in your life. So again, remain fluid, remain flexible, stay open, because you're being shown important things, even if they're not exactly what you expected. So with that, I send you so much love in this new moon, so many blessings. Again, I remind you, if there's any ceremonies or any intentions that you want to put forth for this new moon, me, Marlene, I would wait until next week. I would wait until after this weekend, and maybe on Monday kind of focus and start dreaming on that vision. And then throughout the week, definitely dive into any rituals or any kind of alchemy that you want to work, any kind of magic. Okay? So I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for being here as always, and many, many, many good things in this new moon. Take care.